foul ball.
Diekman got a little
Hey, all, if
scared
you're
right there. You could tell by his
if you're
reaction.
now
he's
watching,
like, oh,
I'm streaming
the
actually.
ball left the bat.
Okay. Let's see something.
Carlos Mendoza's leaned on Diekman a lot. He's used him about as much as any reliever in that pen. Obviously, a lefty, one of two that he currently has to work with.
Oh, for Pete's sake, come on.
Another payoff pitch, and Real Muto towards right center. Bader, a circuitous route.
Oh, okay,
Will
3
flag
outs.
it
Ooh,
down
whoop-de-doo.
in the
They got
inning.
3 outs. Hey, look at that.
Sun is starting to set here in London. It is 6 hours ahead of the Eastern, or 5 hours ahead of the Eastern time zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
I just wanted to
Sorry
remind
about that.
you
I'm
that
just
Geico makes it
trying to log
easy
into
to
the
bundle your
OBS
home and car insurance. In fact, it's so easy.
thing. I
It
guess I don't
reminds
know.
me of a joke my mate told me. Now, a knuckleballer and a catcher walk into a bullpen, and a knuckleballer says to the catcher, "Get it? Wow, they
Sorry,
really
I'm just
like
trying
that
to
one."
It's easy to Geico,
Show
official
basically.
partner of Major League Baseball.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I can't.
If you're finally ready to
stream
take a trip without the kids,
the game, that's interesting.
why stay at a hotel with more kids?
That's very interesting. Okay. Very well done.
Get an
Very well done.
Airbnb
But
and have the place
If
to
you're watching the
yourselves.
game, like I was, sadly, I mean, it's showing basically how the Mets suck internationally now too. Now everyone in London knows how much the Mets suck.
It's loud. It gets clicks.
Yeah, granted, yeah, they're playing against the Phillies and they're the hottest
Hate,
team out there right
however,
now, next to the
is
Yankees.
actually quite
But
small.
reality is
But love. Love is the majority.
they could have made this a game.
Love fills our hearts.
The fact that it's 7-2, bottom of the ninth. I mean, if the Mets could come back and score another 3 runs, okay, make it decent. But reality is, it's done. Shows the Mets have no pitching whatsoever, and they choose not to work on that. They choose to work on the batters versus the hitters. I mean, the batters versus the pitchers. Quite honestly, this is something where I'm sorry, I'm watching the game as we speak as well too. So, like Jose Ruiz.
This has been another strong Philadelphia
Ruiz.
performance, both pitching and offensively.
Oh, look at that. He's got a-
They've been the most dominant
In any
National
case,
League team. They came into action
the
in
fact,
London today with the
I don't know
best
why
record in baseball
MLB
after their
decide
best start
to
through 50
have the
games in
Mets
franchise
go out
history.
there.
ERA,
Quite honestly,
number one in baseball.
I mean, based on
One of the
last
best
year, they
stats.
should have known that that was not the
Guys,
team to put out there.
solid bullpen.
More than anything else,
Still the top scoring offense in the National League, number 2 in all
it
of
should have been the
baseball.
Phillies against the
Bryce Harper's had
Dodgers.
3 hits, triple
At
shy
least.
of the cycle.
Well, the only reason why is probably because the Mets are a large market
DJ
team.
Stewart is gonna
Cubs
pitch
probably
here
should have been out there, as
for
well as
Luis
the
Torres.
Dodgers, of
Lefty will
course.
go up
San Diego,
against
San
Ruiz.
Francisco.
So we know what the deal is with Philly,
Maybe
right?
Tampa, I don't
They're
know.
gonna
But in
be
any
more
case,
than likely one of the teams.
it's one of those things where this is going to kind of suck really bad.
For the National League.
Torrens is up. Really haven't
Stewart
done much.
swings at the first offering. What about the Mets? Where they're
In any
sitting
case,
right now?
this is a
What
case
about
where-
these New York Mets, because they came in having
How do
1-5
you-
of 7.
I'm sorry.
They're
I'm trying to
8
figure out a
games
way
under 500 right now.
where I'm trying to.
As Stewart pops it up.
Torrens, of course,
Where do you
went
think
out
this
right
team's
there.
going?
Well, it's World Series or
I'm
bust
trying to
for
figure
the
out
Phillies.
how to
But for the
stream.
Mets-
I got to figure this out.
Well, they're not out of
Not
it. Will they
stream,
make a
but
move,
like
or will
share
they
my
sell?
screen
Right?
of a
Pete
video
Alonso, possibly some of
on
the bullpen
OBS,
pieces,
whether it be
possibly.
YouTube
Jeff
or
McNeil's name has been
YouTube
talked
TV.
about.
Apparently, it wasn't
What do
allowing
they
me to
do?
do
Do they
that.
make
I'm
the
not
move
sure
to try
why.
to go for it, as Steve
I think
Cohen
there's
has
some
done in
kind
the
of.
past? Or do they say, all right, we punted it,
Sorry,
we'll build for next year?
there's some kind of.
I think that wild card is wide open.
I don't know. I gotta look and
Ownership
see.
has proven
Basically, I
before
honestly have
that
to
they will
figure
go
this
out and
out.
spend.
I haven't really
I
worked.
think
I
the
should
Mets
be
are gonna
working with
go for it
OBS.
this
You'd
break.
think I would be fully knowledgeable how OBS works, but
There's
anyways.
Lindor in their first strike.
Hey, for those that actually were
I mean, you just had the
buying
pieces,
into the
right?
GameStop, by the way,
You have Lindor,
I mean, we'll see what happens.
Alonso. There's pieces there.
Lindor is up,
I like things like
Let's see how
those
he
guys you
does.
build around. If you
and
get
then
rid
Pete
of them,
Alonso,
you're gonna-
of course, Pete Alonso up to bat again.
Mets fans will be upset, I bet.
It's interesting that they got the on the side of the helmet now, like it's full on prominent
What do you
with
think? You haven't seen
whatever
anything.
companies.
It's just
Or
hard in this
sponsorship
division,
that they
right? I know
have.
they're fighting for a wild card, but I mean they need a surge. We just haven't seen much traction from the Mets this year. Started off 0-5, got back to 500 at the end of April. had a dreadful month of May. Started off June very solidly, but until they get a little bit of traction, it's hard to feel like they're going to be in contention.
Because they're not in contention.
Severino, Senga, Quintana. You got the pieces for a really good rotation right there.
Sure.
No,
They're
you don't.
close.
No, you don't.
But all those
Senga,
guys you just mentioned,
I think he might be. Honestly,
what?
I hate to say this, but Senga,
they're all possible
I think
free
he's
agents
more
at
of
the end
a
of the year.
Senga's
fluke
still yet to
more than
pitch.
anything else.
Senga hasn't
Unless
pitched.
he proves
Not Senga,
otherwise,
but
he's a
Severino.
fluke.
No, I agree. Yes.
Quintana, Alonso. JD
Lindor gets
Martinez.
on base. Okay, great.
On a one-year deal.
They're close, though.
Lindor will draw a one-out walk against Ruiz. Don't forget, Super Saturday will continue next. 156th running of the Belmont Stakes coming up from Saratoga on Fox. And then Dodgers and Yankees coverage begins at 7 Eastern. Our first pitch just after 7:30 Eastern time. Pete Alonso gets another try on this Saturday in London.
Well, here's the guys expiring. Alonso, Quintana, Severino, JD Martinez, Harrison Bader, Ottavino, Diekman actually has an extra year. So those are all guys that are on the block.
Sure.
Jose Iglesias, if he keeps playing well,
Sure.
what do you do?
Well, you got to either go for it or punt, right?
They punted last year.
A cut from Alonso, 1 and 2.
We did last
Honestly.
year, but there was $44 million coming to those two guys that were, per year. They got a big return on it. They got some return.
They got something.
Sure.
They got nothing.
Alonso is the big question
I mean, honestly,
mark.
they got a decent
not sign
set,
an
but like it
extension.
wasn't high end
Free
top
agent to be
10
could
prospects.
be an interesting rental if the Mets decide that they want to be sellers.
They need
Lights
to be
that
sellers
one
in this
off
case. The Mets need to be sellers,
He's
sadly.
thrilled to be here
I mean,
in
even
London.
if Alonso
He's
hits
gonna
home
try
run
to
here.
get a
I mean,
roast
unless the
Sunday
Mets can go on
roast tomorrow
a
for
stage,
the early
a winning
game.
streak, as they said,
What
which
a
is highly
treat it's been
unlikely.
to be here
If
these
you're a
last
Mets
few
fan, you know.
days across the pond. My first trip. Never had the opportunity to come here, and we get to cover a baseball game, and Alonso gets
Hey,
a base
Alonso
hit.
gets a single.
Two
That was a
aboard with
stretch.
one out for the Mets. That'll bring up Brandon Nimmo. Tom Verducci, your thoughts as you've had the last few days out here as well.
Yeah, I'm just amazed at the facility here. If you think about it, there's only one dedicated baseball complex in all of England. So if you're looking to play
I
a
can
major
see why
league game with major league
Major League is
conditions,
trying
it
to do
takes
this
some
because the fact is,
creativity
when the
and a lot
NFL
of work.
started doing
As
this,
you mentioned,
it
this
would
is
garner
home for
a
West Ham.
lot
There is
of
a
attention
soccer
and
pitch
attraction
underneath
and a little bit more
the turf
viewership
field here.
internationally.
It took 18
I can see the Mets
days
try, not the Mets, the
to
MLB,
build this field
Major
out.
League
It
Baseball
takes
trying to do
5
this because
days to
they
take
need
it
that,
down and
but at the
store it
same
again.
time,
But to give you an idea of the level of detail, guys, a soccer team doesn't have to worry about the ball leaving play and breaking a light. Well, in baseball, obviously, you have to worry about that with foul balls. Last year, they realized that late. They bought up every bit of chicken wire in England to cover the lights. This year, more prepared, they had the lighting company build out custom-made grills over the lights. And yes, they will be taken down after this game.
They did it in a couple of days shorter
Sorry, I meant to
time
say was-
than it took a year ago.
So
It took
one
about
of the
3
things is
full weeks
basically, I
last
can
year,
see
so they
why
cut down a little
MLB
bit
is
of
trying
the
to
time,
do
as Tom
this,
mentioned, made
because
some
they need
key
that popularity.
adjustments
They
to
need,
make it a little
they
bit
are
easier on
losing
the
fans. Quite honestly,
build-up.
they are losing fans to the NBA, to
1
football
and 2
for sure.
on Nimmo.
And of course,
Another hard hit
hey,
ball. That
look
one's
at
into
that.
left field. And the
Look at that
bases are
Nimmo.
loaded
Hey,
with one
don't
out.
run. Don't run. Let it be bases
Bring up
loaded. But anyways,
Martinez with the bags
um,
loaded.
they needed
The well put by our crew.
they
This
need
is
that because
18
they are
days
losing,
in a matter
fans
of
to
13 seconds.
basketball, football, of course, American football, and of course, football, soccer.
Just like that.
Amazing.
We got a
Specifically
ballpark.
international soccer more than anything
I'll
else.
tell you one
And
really
of course,
cool thing
surprisingly
that
enough,
I've noticed
the
since
Grand
I've been
Prix
here. I mean,
and
you
golf.
think
So
when I first saw
Major
the Philly
League
fans and
has
Met fans, I
to
thought a lot
go
of
around
them,
and
I mean,
change
most of them just
things
traveled
around.
in from the
And
States.
hence
a lot
the
of
reason
them
why they
have.
made all these rules.
But there's a lot
I was
of
just
English
talking to,
accents and other accents
few people,
wearing
like, it's one of those things where
these
I-
colors for the Phillies and
I'm
Mets.
not-
Baseball is spreading. Baseball is turning more into a worldwide sport, even more than
too
it was. It's
thrilled
coming
when they
to
did
Europe. It's
the
coming
when they
fast.
removed the
These
infield
teams,
shift.
we saw that sports bar the other day.
I
It's
preferred to
full
have
of
them
Phillies
have the
fans
shift,
that live
but-
here in London. It's really neat what baseball's doing.
Sorry.
I met a couple right here by our booth because we literally are in the crowd.
Yeah.
And the gentleman and his wife said, "Oh, we watched you play back in Tampa. We were over there every year. We make a trip to the U.S. to watch full British accent." Yep.
Sorry.
Now the Met fans trying to will their Mets back into this. The bases are loaded against Ruiz.
Sorry.
Jeff Hoffman suddenly had to start loosening up. A walk to Lindor, a base hit for Alonso, followed up by a single by Nimmo, and here's Martinez.
I mean, it's 1 out. Bases loaded.
Big cut.
Martinez.
They heard y'all talking about selling the team,
Martinez
selling
coming
off
up.
all the players. They're getting fired up.
He's got 8 Grand Slams overall in his lifetime.
8 times JD Martinez has gone yard with the bases loaded in his career.
Come on, JD. Come on.
Number 2.
Nimrod.
That's a lot of grand slams.
Even I
right,
saw
AJ?
that was going out.
Sounds
Why?
like-
All right, sorry, Martinez.
It's a good number, but he's had a lot of.
Just get on base,
assuming,
fool.
I
Just
don't
get
know
on
the
base.
numbers, but I'm assuming he's had a lot of
Not get on base,
opportunities.
fool. Get a
So
walk.
he's
Get a
been
walk.
around
Get
for
a
a
walk or
while.
single.
He's
Walk
always
or
hit for
single.
power.
Sorry.
Fouls it back.
Nimrod.
Go curveball, nasty curveball, swung and missed both. Tries the fastball up. Got to go back to the curveball down here, right?
Yeah, but I think that was just a show me pitch right there. I think he wanted it higher than what it was.
To Martinez. On the ground, broken bat to the bag, picked up by Stott, taps the bag, ball game. With a
Oh, of course, double play when I come back with a
opener in London.
freaking jersey.
The Phillies' international debut at London Stadium ends with a 7-2 win. They've won 4 in a row and 7 of their last 8 of the best team in baseball.
What's new?
Continues
What's
to
new
hold
about
the
this?
top spot.
Oh,
For
God.
AJ, Wayno, Tom, our entire crew, Adam Amin sending you to coverage of the Belmont
We
Stakes
were
next.
Germany
taking a
versus Scotland.
bloody single.
3 p.m.
Just
Eastern.
get on base. All you need to do is a single or a
It's time to
freaking
party.
walk.
It's time for
Lean
Shakey's
into the
PCM.
bloody pitch. All you have to do is lean into the pitch.
Shakey's PCM combo heats. Chicken mojos. All
Sorry.
your favorites.
I'm going to
One
rewind
low
it
price.
just a bit for myself to watch. I'm on YouTube TV, by the way, so.
Or a base hit for
This is one of those
Alonso,
things where I love,
followed up
you
by
know,
a
like
single
YouTube
by
TV
Nimmo,
in
and
this
here's
situation.
Martinez. Big cut.
They heard y'all talking about selling the team, selling off all the players. AJ, that sounds like a lot.
It's a good number, but he's had a lot of.
What
I'm
exact
assuming
pitch
I
did
don't
he
know the numbers,
swing
but I'm
on?
assuming he's had a lot of opportunities. JD's been around for a while, and he's always hit for power.
Fouls it back.
Okay.
Go curveball, nasty
could've
curveball,
been
nasty
another ball
curveball,
right there,
swung
so
and
it
missed
would've been-
both.
Technically,
Tries
it
the
would've been-
fastball up. Got to go back to the curveball down here, right?
Yeah, but I think that was just a show me pitch right there. I think he wanted it higher than what it was.
To Martinez. On the
Oh,
ground,
of
broken
course.
bat to the
Nice
bag,
little
picked up
slider
by
there. Of
Stott,
course, he swings out that slider.
with a double play to finish off the opener in London. The Phillies.
In any
But it's
case,
a work call. Oh, a work call? Deprioritized.
T-Mobile home internet relies on cell phone towers, so when their network gets busy,
Not the fridge. Come on.
you can be deprioritized.
It's too bad. It's a good movie.
Forget T-Mobile cell phone internet. Get home internet that puts you first. Get Spectrum.
oh, it's the first time I'm actually.
It's
They're
the
going right
season
after
for sharing
T-Mobile.
moments, memories, and meals.
I thought it would be Verizon because like
Everybody
Verizon's
loves Shakey's Pizza,
Verizon's
Chicken,
internet
and
is
Mojo
really
combo.
much more
Right
stable
now with any large
than AT&T's. I'll give you that
Add a
much.
medium
But
pepperoni
in
pizza
any
for
case,
just
sorry.
$10. Share the good times at your neighborhood
This is a
Shakey's.
surprise.
This
Quite
copyrighted
honestly.
telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this
Major
game may
League
not be
Baseball
disseminated
decided to
without
have the
express
Mets
written consent.
Represent in London. That was
Own
my
the
boundary a
road
mistake.
like
I don't know
never
why.
before. The new Toyota Tacoma is here.
It's a sad part of what it
With
is,
its
but
awesome power. Legendary
I could be an angry Frank
capabilities,
type of person, but I'm
and
not going to
aggressive
be.
new look. Now, drive
Yeah,
into
screw it. You already
summer
saw me
with an
angry.
incredible
But not as angry
$389
as
a
I
month
could be. I
lease
could
in
be
the new
ranting right now,
4x4
but
Tacoma.
promise my throat's
Just
not
$389 a
as,
month. The truck you've been waiting for
It's
is
healed.
at your
It's just,
Toyota
you know,
dealer now.
I don't want to keep drinking. at
We
that
make
point.
it easy. Toyota. Let's go places.
Scratchers presents Playful Ways to
In
Scratch.
any case, so all the damn. Oh well, if you start, you start. Witness with me live. Kind of suck. The Mets really truly suck. I wish. Yeah, you know what? the Mets truly, absolutely, abhorrently suck. They need to do something. Quite honestly, they need to do something. They have to be sellers. I think this is more of a case where like they have no choice but the fact that they need to be sellers at this point because there's nothing much they can do at this point. Trade off Alonso, use him if a team's willing to get him as a rental player. Great. If we can get a top 10 prospect out of it, that'd be great. If what's his face? Alonso is a true Met, he'll be willing to get him traded and then come back and re-sign with the Mets. However, this is the one big however though is if Cohen is willing only to give him to like up to $300 million because like he's not worth $500 million, he's not worth $400 million. I don't know if he's worth even $300 million. Quite honestly, maybe $200 to $250 million at most, and that's it. I mean, honestly, these freaking prices are going out of the we're ballooning up now. I mean, quite honestly, it's surprising how high they're going up now. But in any case, my concern is this: trade him. If we can get Soto and sign Soto, that'd be great. But in any case, I'll leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I do read my comments. I do respond to them when they warrant a response. Also, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you like my content, like my videos, like my channel. But with that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, and of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.